Now we are going to see next type of resolving into partial fractions. Suppose there is a polynomial function in the numerator and denominator we are having a function which is a quadratic equation, but that quadratic equation I cannot factorize. So there is a quadratic equation but I am unable to factorize that quadratic equation. So in such a situation, how it should be resolved into partial fraction is, I should write ax plus b by x square plus ax plus b. Like this only I have to resolve into partial fractions. Suppose I have f of x and I have a quadratic equation in the denominator plus a linear factor. Now I have to resolve this into partial fractions, means since first term is a quadratic equation, I have to write it as ax plus b by x square plus ax plus b. Now the next linear factor should be written as plus c by x plus b. Okay. Suppose we are having first the linear factor, then we are having the quadratic equation. So then we split into partial fractions. Since first we are having linear factor, I should write a by x plus b. This is a quadratic equation, so I have to write here bx plus c by x square plus ax plus b. So to tell in summarized form, wherever we are having quadratic equation, that place we have to write it in this format, ax plus b. And where we are having linear, that we have to use only one variable. But where we are having quadratic, I have to write it in the form ax plus b. Now using this concept only, we are having exercise 2.9 sixth question. This is our exercise 2.9 sixth question. X minus 1 whole square by x cube plus x. So let me take x common out. So what we will be having is x minus 1 whole square by x into x square plus 1. So let me write this term once again. X minus 1 whole square by x into x square plus 1. Now if you see carefully, there are two factors. One is x and another is x square plus 1. So for this factor x, I can write it as a by x. Now for this factor, it is a quadratic equation which we cannot factorize. So here is a situation where you cannot factorize this quadratic equation. So how I should write is bx plus c by x square plus 1. That's what I explained first. So wherever you can't factorize that quadratic equation, the numerator should be written in this format. Now I have to find out the value of a, b, c. Then we can resolve into partial fractions. For that, I have to take LCM. I already told in every question what we have here, that is only our LCM. So our LCM is x into x square plus 1. So this a should be multiplied by x square plus 1. A is multiplied by x square plus 1. This bx plus c together, that's why I am putting it in a bracket. Bx plus c together should be multiplied with x. Okay. Now this side, let me write the LHS portion as it is. X minus 1 whole square by x into x square plus 1. After we write this particular step, you can see both the places denominators are same. So cancel the denominators in both the places. Now in order to find out the value of a, I have to put various values for x. So first let me put x is equal to 0. Why I selected 0 means, because if I put here x is equal to 0, this full term will be getting cancelled, because 0 into anything 0, and I will get easily the answer for a. So in this particular place where and all x is there, let me put 0. So 0 minus 1 whole square a 0 square plus 1. Here 0 into bx plus c, everything will become 0. You know minus 1 whole square is 1. 1 into a is a. So easily we got our answer for a. Now next let me compare x square terms. When I compare x square terms, you can see in left hand side, if I expand this x minus 1 whole square, surely I will have x square term. And coefficient of x square term is 1. So 1 equal to, here if I remove this bracket, I will have an x square term. Coefficient of x square is a. Here if I multiply this both bx into x, I will have an x square term and the coefficient is b. So I get an equation 1 is equal to a plus b. But I know already the value of 1. So 1 equal to a value is 1 plus b. If I take this one other side, 1 minus 1 is equal to b, that is b equal to 0. So I got the value of b. What is the value of b? b is equal to 0. Still we do not know what is the value of c. So now nothing is there in our hand, so we can put any number for x. So let me put x is equal to 1. When I put x is equal to 1, 1 minus 1, 0 whole square. 1 minus 1 whole square. Wherever x is there, I am going to put 1. So 1 minus 1 whole square. Next, here if I put 1, 1 square, that is 1, 1 plus 1. Here b into 1, that is b, plus c. Outside where x is there, I am going to put 1. So this is what we get whenever we put x is equal to 1. As I said, 1 minus 1 is 0. So I can write here 0. 1 plus 1, 2a plus b plus c. Now let me put the values what I have got. A is 1. So 2 ones are 2. B is 0. So when I simplify this, I get the value for c as minus 2. Because if I take the 2 to the other side, I will have minus 2. Now I know the values of a, b and c. Let me substitute these values in this particular step. So here in this particular step, I am going to substitute it. So when I substitute it, what I will have? First I have to write the question. That is x minus 1 whole square by x into x square plus 1 equal to, see here, a. What is a? 1. So 1 by x plus b, x. What is our b value? 0. 0 into x, 0. So no need to write bx. C. What is the value for c? Minus 2. So minus 2 by denominator, what do we have? X square plus 1. Instead of writing like this, I can write this as 1 by x plus into minus minus 2 by x square plus 1. This is our answer.